Right then, ants. So there they are, folks. When you're trying to tackle something like this, you know, Epping Forest, I think you have got to do a bit of prep work. Good morning, my lawn lovers. Been banging on an awful lot lately about how I'm chasing the wow factor. And yes, I am pleased to report in. I'm on a customer's lawn, which is on the cusp of the wow factor. An awful lot of work has been done on this customer's lawn. We've scarified it. Well, I've scarified it. I've done aeration on this lawn. Lots of seeding, lots of fertilizer, lots of food. So let me stop yabbering on. I'm going to spin this round and you can see exactly what's been going down Leroy Brown. So, how about the greenness of this grass? Green, green, green. Green, green, green. There are some weeds that have reared their ugly head. That's not a problem. So I'm going to deal with those weeds accordingly. Right, let's crack on. Right then, folks. Really, for a lawn this size, I should have my walk-on spreader. That's having a repair. I've got a puncture in the tyre, but it's not a problem. This will still do the trick. It will need obviously several reloads. So let's get the food down. Good morning, my lawn lovers. Tuesday. Yes, yes, yes. Let's crack on. I'm not even going to mention that. It's the morning after I attacked myself with my own van door. If you're thinking about doing it, don't do it. Right, let's spin this round and I can show you and go through with you what's happening today. So here we are with a very good customer of mine. Overall, the grass is looking green. However, we do have a problem, and I'm going to zoom in. Excuse me. We have a problem with red thread, a very common UK grass disease, and it is pretty much everywhere. That's not a problem. Has your lawn got red thread? If you have got red thread, it's not a problem. It's called red thread because you can see it's red. That's why it's called red thread. And my customer pretty much has it all over the lawn. So I'm going to show you what we do. Right then, folks, knapsack sprayer on, loaded with the right product. I'm going to spray the whole lawn. Under these weather conditions, these red patches, red thread, that should clear up in about 7 to 10 days. But I'll be back to check. Right then, folks, still on the same customer's lawn. Weeds are now back in growth, so I'm going to deal with those. Different knapsack spray, different product, weed killer. Job's a good one. Right then, folks, fertilizer. What's the point? Why bother? Doesn't work. Wrong. Fertilizer, grass food, nutrients. Get it down every 8 weeks. Let's jog on to the next job. Now then, my lawn lovers, thanks for tuning in, thanks for being with me, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't, that button in the middle. Right then, ants in your pants. Not on this occasion, ants on the lawn. That's the problem, that's why I'm here. Let me spin this round. So, I mean, that is seriously raised off the ground. And you can see that other beast over there. So, I'm going to show you what to do. So there they are, folks. What I'm doing is, and what you need to do is, you need to dig round the outside, pull everything up, and then do the center, and then get your product in. Right then, folks, that's the ant product down. No more ants, it's called, if you want to get some. I'm very familiar with this product, I know it works. I've left these raised because very good customer, although I know the product works. I need to come back in a couple of days. Make no mistake, when I get back in 2-3 days, these ants will have packed their bags and jogged on. Good morning, my lawn lovers. Rich Lawns, of course it is. Right, I'm back with a customer. You've already seen this on one of my lawn care weekly videos. He's a very good customer, very elderly customer. Come out to cut his lawn every 4 weeks. So at that point, I think when this one goes out, we'll go back and you can see the lawn when I cut it. So as you can see, grass is nice and long, nice and green. Come around and cut his grass for him every 4 weeks. Every 8 weeks, get a fertilizer down. Rich Lawn, see you soon. And what's happened when I've turned up today, because, well, we've got some serious issues here. So let me spin this round and you can see what I'm talking about. So when I came out to cut the lawn 4 weeks ago, you know, it was really quite healthy. But looky what we have here. We definitely have a problem with a pest. To me, it looks like leather jackets. The customer has confirmed that there has been a lot of bird activity on the lawn. Well then, folks, I'm still on the same lawn. You know, his budget is quite minimum. You know, he's not chasing the wow factor. He just wants really nice, you know, green grass, weed free. So I come out every 4 weeks, you know, to cut his lawn, and every other visit put down a feed. And I know you'll see this. We will make a point of putting my last visit in with this one. So I've come out today to do the usual. Actually, I was down to cut the lawn and do a feed. So I was only here 4 weeks ago. And I think what this lawn demonstrates perfectly is how quickly a lawn can deteriorate. On top of that, this area here behind my customer's fence is actually his. And he's asked me to deal with this. So aren't I lucky? So the product you need for this is that deadly product you've seen me use before called Roundup Pro. But I think I'm going to have to just basically hack some of this back before we put it down, because it's, well, it's almost like that David Attenborough program, Wildlife on One. It is Jungle is Massive. Welcome to the jungle! I've just spent about 20 minutes hacking this back. I'm using that product that you've seen me use before called Roundup Pro. Extremely deadly, kills everything sight, beautiful for your driveways if you've got weeds coming up, or your patio. Absolutely spot on. Remember what I said to you though, if it's your patio and you've got grass coming up to it, just be very careful on the day that you choose. You don't want any drift, you don't want that product going on your grass, because hasta la vista baby. Right, so I know the product's really good. When you're trying to tackle something like this, you know, Epping Forest, I think you have got to do a bit of prep work. So, you know, I've just done a good 20 minutes. I mean, you saw me do the shoot earlier. You can see how much I've taken down. So let's get this product down. And yeah, I mean, he's a very good customer, so I'll be back in a couple of weeks anyway. If it needs topping up, so be it. Might as well come down here, folks. Let's get you down here. See how you like that. Right then, folks, that's Roundup Pro down on Epping Forest. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to check on this, but there's no way it's going to survive that treatment. Look forward to giving you an update in 2 weeks. Right then, folks, what an epic visit. Just a very straightforward visit. Please come and cut my grass and put down a feed. Well, it's turned out to be just a little bit more than that. Not only did I have Epping Forest to deal with Roundup Pro, definitely a problem with leather jackets, a garden pest. Eats the roots underneath the grass, causes areas to become decimated. Backpack on, Nemesis J, boom, let's deal with it. Now then, my lovely jubblies, I'm back. I've never been gone. Back on that customer's lawn that isn't actually a customer. It's my mother-in-law. You saw it right here on Rich Lawns. Can't remember the episode, but I'll remind you later. 4 weeks ago, some serious renovation work was required. My mother-in-law won't mind me mentioning this, but their lawn was an absolute mess. It was dying. So 4 weeks ago, scarified, aeration, food, come on, food, fertilizer, seed, lots of watering. I'm going to spin this round and you can see the results in just 4 weeks. Come on. So, I know I keep saying it, I'm going to talk to you about these areas in a minute. These were the worst affected areas, just completely dead. So that is what has been achieved in just 4 weeks. I mean, come on. This lawn was absolutely dead. Right then, folks, Rich Lawns. First time on this customer's lawn. It's just in need of some help. So I'm just going to lightly scarify it and run the aeration machine over it, reseed it and fertilise it. It was dying. So if you have ever doubted, even with me, Rich Lawns, through all the videos that I've done, if you've ever doubted, what's the point? What's the point in scarifying? What's the point in doing aeration? What's the point in food? Look at that in 4 weeks. Right, This lawn is no different to any other lawn. There's no switch that you can just flick and boom. It's continuous work in progress, which is what I have been doing. We can see only a couple of weeks ago, I did some more reseeding down here. They seem to be coming through okay. I'll be coming back here though in a few days to maybe touch those areas up again. You can see the seeds are coming through slowly on there. But all said and done, the point I'm trying to make is here. Look what can be achieved in as little as, well, not as little, in 4 weeks. Right then folks, weeds are now back in growth, no joke. Have a look at this. Knapsack sprayer on. I'm using a weed killer, professional weed killer called Celadon, so let's deal with this. Click up there to get all my previous videos. Click there to get this week's video. And what's really important, what I really want you to do is, see there in the middle, just there. Press that there to subscribe. Rich Lawns.